That time again. Boy, and McCathern almost drew a tee as well. He slammed it, but went over and got it real quick. Edwards in, McCathern out. Is that 2 on Big Mac?
That is 2 on Big Mac. And 3 turnovers for Lebanon, 2 for Oakland as we get close to ending up the first quarter, excuse me.
Full court to go, 7.7 seconds to go, all tied at 15 as the first quarter winds down. They've got the length of the court to go. Here comes Greer. He'll dish it across to Epps. Epps almost walked. He'll stop and pop from 3. No good. Timpian no good. Nunley with the rebound at the buzzer. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, here from Lebanon High School, Campbell Brandon Gymnasium, we're all tied at 15. Lebanon and Oakland battling out. We'll send it back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Lebanon High School basketball right here on WANT FM 98.9 WCOR.
Very fast-paced on both sides. Very good controlled game. Officials are doing a good job keeping it in hand.
They really have, and they've been, let me tell you, they've been fair.
They have.
Turnovers 2 apiece. Rebounding Lebanon with 8 already. Oakland only 4. So Lebanon hanging right with the Patriots here as we're just underway in the second quarter. Mopin's back in with those 2 fouls. Out high, there's Harding, guarded by Nunley. Feeds right side to Mopins. Looking down low, they're trying to get it down there to Edwards. Edwards swings across in front of Edwards, but they can't get it to him. Here is Hughes out high, guarded by Hubbard. Right wing to Epps. Finally try to go down low. Boy, and Josh Hubbard took a shot.
Sure
How
did.
can that not be a foul? My goodness.
Both going for the ball right there, but Hubbard, great hustle.
Tough
on the
kid,
back.
let me tell you.
Yeah, took a shoulder right there in the mouth.
Wow.
And, Coach Kyle's going to get him out of there, but great hustle. He went for the lob, and so did the player. They were throwing the lob, too, and they just collided down there. One interesting stat in the first quarter right here, though. Oakland, 3 offensive boards, and they were big. And, of course, you know, Harding had 2 of those, the putbacks.
Here's Smith across the line. Your 5 on the floor. Brian Rader, Michael Edwards, Casey Nunley, Robert Crudup, and Xavier Smith. Here's Crudup back out high to Smith. Skip pass down in the corner. There's Nunley. All the way back out to Smith. Fakes the 3. Kicks to Reeder. Reeder back in the right wing to Nunley. And that pass was telegraphed from a mile away. But Smith somehow able to run it down in the backcourt. And they'll say last touch by Smith as it goes out of bounds. So the turnover will still give it to Oakland, quarter court, far side. Oakland moves right to left on your dial, by the way.
Really broke hard on that skip pass all the way across court. They're expanding that 2-3 zone a little bit out of the middle and making it wider. It's making it tough to make that pass all the way across.
Mopin's open for 3, top of the key, no good. Backside rebound, good block out that time as Robert Crudup able to go in the land of the Johnson, bring it down. Here's Smith, feeds back to Crudup. He'll set it up between the rings. Left side, there's Crudup. Edwards jockeying down low for position. He's matched up down there with Edwards. So it's Edwards and Edwards. Right side, here's Reeder.
Paint store?
Lawyer firm, I think. Specializing in corporate law. Down low, Edwards had it momentarily. Crudup recovers, feeds it back to Xavier. Boy, and that is a long 3, folks. In and out, and hit everything but the net. As it bounced around a couple times. Long rebound to Harding. He'll feed them open. And here comes Oakland. 15-15. Almost 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Well-played ball game, well-officiated ball game. Very even matchup to this point. Here's Mopin's right side. Deals on Smith.
Nobody finding an easy way to score so far.
Epps drives, shoots from the free throw line, and it's good. So DeJuan Epps and Xavier Smith really battling here. It's almost like they're trying to outdo each other. And Oakland leads 17-15.
Oakland with a 1-2-2 bound, backed up in it again. Started at half court, but didn't trap.
Here's Smith at the point. Left wing to Reeder. They got Edwards on the baseline. They can do a perpendicular pass, but can't. Crudup backside to Reeder. He's open. Inside to Nunley in the lane. 6-footer good.
Reeder made that happen there with a nice speed on the inside.
And snuck in on that backside in the baseline. Drew the defense to him. Found Nunley in the middle, and we're all tied at 17. Full court pressure that time. My goodness, somebody in the front row took a shot.
Casey Nunley now with 7 on the night as Herschel McCaffrey and Bridges check in and let Reeder and Robert Crudup take a breather.
So Justin Bridges with a lot of floor time tonight. Your 5 on the floor now. Herschel McCaffrey, Michael Edwards along the back line. Xavier Smith, Casey Nunley, and now Justin Bridges, the sophomore guard, checks in for Lebanon.
You know, one thing, talking with Coach Kyle before the ball game, he felt like Oakland was a little suspect in handling the basketball, and he was going to change it up, put a little pressure on them tonight to see if they could cause some turnovers.
All tied at 17, 5:16 and counting here before halftime. Out high, there's Harding. Feeds over to Edwards. Out high to Mopins. Mopins ball fake. Down in the corner to Harding. They're trying to go inside. They've got Epps posted up down there with Nunley. Boy, a long three from the top of the key is good for Tyler Edwards.
Tyler Edwards has 5 on the night. That's his first 3 so far.
Sweet stroke on that one. Mopins goes for the steal, misses. Nunley down low to McCatherine on the baseline. Nunley back out on the right wing. As he works around that 2-3 zone by Oakland. Out high, here's Smith between the rings. He'll set it up.
Oakland really extending it. When it gets to the top, it's a 1-2-2. When it goes to the side, it's a 2-3. They are really forcing us to go outside, and we can't find an easy way to score right now. The only thing we've had a good luck at is penetrating and getting the ball in the middle right there.
Oh, Xavier Smith left one guy's shoe in one area and the sock on the other.
Smells too, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Here's Smith left wing. Yeah. Down in the corner to Edwards.
Hope we don't do that again.
I know. Here's Bridges right wing, left wing to Smith. Back to Bridges. Now they got McCatherine on the baseline. 12-footer. Good. Boy, he has got such range for a big guy and nails that one, and we're back to a one-point ball game at 20-19.
He had a great job, remember, against Central coming in and hitting 4 or 5 in the second half and make that a win for the Blue Devils.
Boy, the key to that is he does not hesitate, does not give the defense a chance to react. With his height and leaping ability, he gets it off. If it's good, it's good.
Exactly.
Here's Hughes out to Harding. Down in the corner to Mopins, left wing. McCatherine jumps out on him. They try to get it in the middle, and they do. In the middle of 4 Blue Devils, running through there was Jamal Hughes, and somehow got a thread-the-needle pass and drew the foul, and they'll say it's in the act of shooting, and he'll go to the line.
Ain't going to call Bridges for that one.
Boy, you could just about pick anybody.
Yeah, you could. There were 4 people in there, and it could have been anybody. You're right.
16 fouls on Lebanon, only 5 on Oakland. First free throw by Hughes, up, in and out, no good. Set to check back in. Hey, off the bench for the first time, Luke Sampson checks in. And Josh Hubbard back in. Bridges to the bench, McCatherine to the bench. Your 5 on the floor for Lebanon: Xavier Smith, Josh Hubbard, Casey Nunley, Michael Edwards, and Luke Sampson into the ball game for the first time tonight. Hughes with the second of 2. Good. Nope, no good. Off the back of the iron, battle for the rebound. Oh, I think we might have got a break there. I thought that was last touch by Nunley.
May have been there. Hughes has got 6 points on the night, but he's 0-2 from the free throw line.
Sampson inbounds to Hubbard on the right wing, looking for Smith, picks up his dribble, finally gets it to Smith, covered by Epps. He'll cross the line, feed to Nunley on the left side. He'll try to get it back to Smith. Boy, talk about quick. Jamal Hughes is a poster child for quick. Short jumper by Smith, no good, but taps back out to him. He'll try to go inside, and that pass stepped into and intercepted by Harding. Here's Mopins, and they're going to call the palm as he stopped and did the Michael Jordan move where he kind of holds the ball sideways. That's good in the NBA, but not at high school.
Lebanon, great job of getting back and covering up that paint, not giving any free layups. You know, Oakland, they do a good job in transition. But welcome back, Marv. 19-20, Oakland up. Take her away.
Here we go. Hubbard in the backcourt to Smith. Full court pressure by Oakland. They beat it to Nunley on the left wing. I thought he might have walked there momentarily. Boy, you could hear a pin drop in here for a second.
Good action started back, yes.
Here's Hubbard on the right side. And just not allowing anything inside.
Really not.
Oakland.
Yeah, their arms are, they got their arms out, extended really quick.
As soon as we say that, Nunley in the lane from 6 feet, and Lebanon takes the lead at 21-20, their first lead since 3-2.
That's soft. That zone is soft in the middle. We saw it against the girls, and the same thing here.
Boy, up ahead, dangerous pass, but Edwards has it, gets it back out to Greer, and they'll set it back up. Greer works on it. What's that, 2-3?
It's a 1-2-2, or what you call a 3-2. You could call it a 3-2. As Edwards picks up his foul there.
Oh, that's a tough break, too.
It is, just reaching for the ball. But on both ends of the floor, there's no definite center. You have 2 low posts, you have 2 wings, and a point guard, and so the middle's wide open, and that's what both of us are trying to do, is get that ball inside. And just as truthfully said it a while ago, they got to pass it only for that short jumper.
Edwards first, 11 and 17 foul. We're in the bonus. The 1-and-1 front end made by Tyler Edwards. So the 6'3 junior has been all over the floor and finally connects from the free throw line to tie it up at 21.
He's got 6 on the night, Mark.
Edwards' second shot rolls around, no good. Rebound, Josh Hubbard kicks to Smith. Here comes Lebanon. 21 apiece, right where we started with 2:12 and counting here in the first half. Nunley works on the left wing. Bullet pass inside to Sampson. Goes to the hole and rejected out of bounds by Tyler Edwards. No foul called on that, but Sampson with a good aggressive move as he rolled down the left side of that lane. Great entry pass, too.
Great entry pass and a good job of Sampson going up and trying to get the score. Could have drawn the foul. They just didn't make the call.
Inbounds to Hubbard. Works around to Nunley. Back in the corner to
Nice
Smith
screen.
for three. No good. Hubbard in there on the ground, and there's going to be a scrum. Possession arrow, Lebanon. Good hustle. Coach Kyle likes that. He's all the way out on the court clapping and exhorting the troops to continue their effort because it has been sustained and energetic up to this point.
Yes, sir, Marvin. You know one thing about Coach Kyle's group, they're always going to hustle.
Boy, they are. Edwards set the inbounds. Edwards, Nunley, Sampson, Hubbard, and Xavier Smith, your five on the floor for Lebanon. 1:55 to go. Inbounds comes from Edwards. Looks inside to Nunley. Instead out high to Hubbard. Hubbard penetrates,
Nice
runs
job.
down the right side lane, draws the foul as he goes down there by Tyler Edwards. Edwards not quick enough to get in front of him, gave him a body bump. Basket is not good, though.
Basket's not good. They're going to call the foul on Greer, his first, and team 6.
So one more and both teams will be in the 1-and-1. Hubbard called for the double dribble. Thought that one might have been touched by Greer, but I guess he lost it.
And runs the turnovers now, 6 for Lebanon, 3 for Oakland.
Couldn't ask for much more of a ball game up to this point. 21 apiece with 1:48 to go as Harding goes to the bench. Lebanon's lineup stays the same.
Lebanon man-to-man, I believe, at this particular time.
Oh, into the ball game for the first time and lost it off of his hands. Boy, what an inauspicious beginning for B.J. Nelson. His first pass, he misses it and it goes out of bounds. Turnover right back to Lebanon with 1:38 to go. Here comes Xavier Smith across the line. He'll work on Greer. Nunley has it on the left wing. Sampson out high. Smith pops out, nowhere to go. Sampson right wing to Hubbard. Edwards working hard down low in that low post. He's got Edwards all over him. That has been the matchup, Edwards and Edwards. Smith out high, guarded by Nickel, goes out to Edwards high. Finally outside the three-point line. Bounce pass across to Nunley. Left wing, right in front of the Oakland bench is Xavier Smith, and they're going to call a hold. And it looks like it could be Tyler Edwards holding Michael Edwards.
I think you're exactly right, Marv. They have been battling quite often. You said that a while ago. You see them battling down there that particular time. He wouldn't let him go across the lane, and so they're going to call the foul. Call the foul on Tyler Edwards, his first on the team 7, so Michael Edwards will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
So both teams in the bonus now. Team fouls even at 7. Michael Edwards' first shot up and good. So Lebanon moves back in front by a point, 22-21, with a minute and a second to go.
That's his first point of the night, his first shot of the night.
Well, it's been a whale of a first half, folks. Michael Edwards' second toss-up and good as well. So Lebanon takes a 2-point lead with right at a minute to go. Full court pressure, but kind of token. There's Epps on the right wing. Feeds back to Greer. Up ahead to Nelson, and they find down low with a running jumper. That's Jamal Hughes, and Hughes has been Mr. Everything for Oakland here in the first half. And he ties it back up at 23 with under a minute to go. 43 and counting. Xavier Smith right at the jump circle. He's guarded out there by Nick Greer. Feeds right side to Nunley. Nunley hits Sampson, top of the key. Guarded by Epps. Hubbard cuts across. No place to go. Sampson will back it out. Right wing, here's Nunley. Gets it back to Smith, and Lebanon will set it up. 24 seconds and counting here in the first half. All tied at 23. Xavier Smith works out high on Nick Greer. Here comes Nunley out to help. He's covered by Hughes. He'll spin around, top of the key. Back to Xavier Smith, 10 seconds. And Smith will probably work it one-on-one. Works with the left hand, no place to go. Nunley, a long three, no good. Air ball. Edwards touches it. And with 1/10 of a second to go, Oakland will have to inbounds, and there's no way they can get a shot off with 1/10 to go. I thought if it was 3/10 or less, you just called it the half.
You got to play it, you just can't score.
Aha, there's the buzzer. Imagine that. So your score at halftime from Campbell Brandon Gymnasium, Hester Gibbs Court